making the catch. That one nearly... They'll come out in the pistol. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw his car into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and a big turnover there.
Interception, baby, all day, all day. One day, down. You ready? Ready? Tie that left, tie that left. 4 down. Ready, 1. Check. Slam, slam, slam.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcel. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They begin the drive with Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Knight. J.J. Nelson, 82 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Luck now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run with Hines, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Love. He's got this complete to Hamilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Hamilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard
against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Carr out a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Fournette running right, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike 29. Cut. Well, Gumbo. Tighten up, tighten up. Time to do it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game,
Fournette, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
to me, the to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they'll pitch it out here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. touchdown. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. After the sack on first down, Luck. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a first down throw. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Short little throw to Ebron. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Down. 180. Down. What we got? Jumper.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Got a man. It's Aikman, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up. Gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check the tag. Hey.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I'm coming right. I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do?
It is the NFL on EA Sports, and it will likely... They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd and 2, Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. 2nd year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. So now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. This complete to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. third down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Well, hey, so much for advanced metrics. Going for it on fourth twice on this drive, but hey, 2 for 2.
Well, it's time for you and I to really get educated, isn't it? Welcome to Madden NFL Advanced Metrics. This style, not the style we grew up with.
This is caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now Carr again, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devon Kennard gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On second and goal, Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with...
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his 19th.
Lady! 53! Ready! Check 9, check 9. Hey, we got tight left. Watch out here, watch out.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 2 yards on that play.
Right down. 180. Rebound. Switch. Alert flare.
They go with Jacobs. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a second and long. Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got room. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
7:34. Here we go, G.
Carr to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Here's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. In his own end zone, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
On play action, now Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders... The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Carr.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd down, Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Hey, 734. Express.
They'll go for it. It's caught. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Caught by Nelson. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 29. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now Justin Coleman brings him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Carr. Now this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Stafford. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
A big play there on the catch and run, 53 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Stafford throwing on target to Jones, and he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Check Mike 21.
Stafford on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some more.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number.
Down. Hey. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. 5 down. Check safety. Check safety. 1. Later 1. Check 26. Express. 280.
They'll go with a big bang. Crowell. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised he didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him, but at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it. And
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. Their pass.
Blue 60.
24 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
Stafford looks to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.